Hi, this is a quick Saturday afternoon update on Tropical Storm Cristobal, seen here over the central Gulf of Mexico, and behaving more or less as expected with a very broad circulation evident here on satellite imagery, and you're seeing now that comma-shaped type of cloud structure that we talked about as we now start to get dry air wrapped into the east side. And if you just take a look at this, you'll see that the rotation here, it's not extremely tight, and it's a rather large circulation. And this is being confirmed by recon aircraft observations today, which is finding a fairly low pressure in the low to mid 990s here. But if you look at the colors on these wind barbs, you'll note that the wind maximum to the northwest and on the east side pretty far from where the center of circulation is, and these wind maxima, you really want these to be much closer to the center in order to indicate a very tight, healthy circulation that is able to intensify quickly. Broad circulations like this one need to tighten up before rapid intensification can occur in tropical cyclones like this. And this is a pretty typical early season, almost subtropical like type of storm. As this comes up, as we've talked about for the last few days, we will eventually see perhaps a little more central convection as this moisture will eventually seclude off into a little bit of a more isolated bubble just before landfall tomorrow, and we could see some more thunderstorm activity near the center, and perhaps a brief window where we might see an uptick in the winds just at landfall time near the center. Right now, most of the strongest winds are actually way out here on the east side. You might see a little bit of a tighter wind field right near the landfall point, which is expected to be in southeastern Louisiana. So we might see an increased risk for strong winds near landfall, southeastern Louisiana and Mississippi tomorrow evening. But maximum winds are currently expected to only top out at about 60 miles per hour, and mostly at the immediate coastline where this comes ashore. This is the current NHC official forecast, honing in now on that landfall time expected to be sometime Sunday evening, currently about 7 p.m. Central Time on this official forecast, where that forecast points right on the coast at 7 p.m. Sunday. And then again, tropical storm warnings extend from near the landfall point a little bit farther to the east of the landfall point, even as far east as the western Florida panhandle. So enhanced wind risk, especially at the coast, for tropical storm force winds greater than 40 miles per hour over a potentially fairly wide area near and east of landfall. But the primary impacts from the system continue to be water related, with heavy rainfall and flash flooding possible, especially just east of the landfall point in Louisiana and Mississippi. And we're already seeing rain over parts of Florida today. You can see some of this spreading up on the satellite picture already. Most of that rain will come early, as this band will start to weaken with time, and we'll start to see more of the rain closer to the center right at landfall time up in Louisiana and Mississippi, and that's this corridor of rain that is likely to be heaviest at the time of landfall, less up here in Alabama and Georgia on Sunday. And then surge, also a potentially large issue in some places where it is prone to high water, such as southeast Louisiana and Mississippi, where currently 3 to 5 foot of surge is possible, and surge in Florida also possible anytime you get strong, long fetches of southerly wind on the east side of storms like this. You're going to be pushing water from the ocean into these low-lying coastlines, and that could, of course, cause flooding issues as well, despite the winds being relatively weak. With this not being a hurricane or anything like that, we can still get surge anyway. So keep an eye out for that. Beware of flooding. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.